Now, if you're like most artists and you struggle to know basically which painting to put in which exhibition, to understand which exhibition is even suited to your paintings, to know which market, to know which economy, to know how to sell your paintings, to know how to fill up your courses, to know which galleries to go to, if you don't understand how to navigate the art market, or that you want better results with your paintings, listen, artists are basically trying to produce painting after painting and hoping that they're going to sell paintings in exhibitions and hoping that they're going to get selected for competitions and exhibitions. And there is too much guesswork and there is too much hoping for the results. You need to start to control what you do, and you should be controlling what you do. And if I was to tell you today, the art market is bigger and better than any other period that I have ever known in my 30-year career, this is not an understatement, and it's not a commercial pitch. It's an absolute truth. We have free internet marketing. We have free global exposure to our work. We have the ability to do so much better than any other time that I've ever seen. And most artists are not doing better. The method that we've always been using is no longer adapted to the market that we're living in. And this is so fundamental. Being an artist is not just about painting. It's not just about how good your art is. Many people that do really well don't paint well. And many artists that paint really well don't do well. I've put together all the information that I know. I've streamlined to help artists on every single issue that I can think of. All right. Now, I have taught this content in Asia on stage to hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people. I have taught this course in conferences. I have done this course content in different courses with people in all different continents. And I can tell you that the results come for those who actually just work through the process. It's not hard, it's logic, and it's extremely effective and simple to put into place. Module 1, this is the backbone of the course, and it's all about you. It's how you, your goals, your personality, your fears, your frustrations, your needs, your dreams, how they affect your art, and how they should affect your art, and how your creative path that you're about to create to make sure that you get these results, how it stays focused on you. Because if you are doing like most people, that means that you're just following the technique of someone else. You're just basically producing paintings from photos or from real life. Then you may be absent from your paintings, and you may also be absent from the choices that you make, because you don't want to be creating a path that's not yours, because you cannot develop anything that is not yours. So you need to come back to you. That's module 1. Module 2 is huge. It's mastering all scenarios. So this is basically how do I know which painting to put in which exhibition? How do I know which exhibitions are suited to me? How do I know how to sell better? How do I know how to fill out my courses? All of these things and more are in Module 2. Module 2 also starts to talk about the economy in art. Module 2 starts to help you understand basically why some people sell and other people don't. It's got nothing to do with your technique. So Module 2 is basically the framework, the ideas, and the examples, the step-by-step examples that you can use to get you moving along the path that you just created in Module 1, along your path to get better results. Okay, Module 2 is huge. This content, I do not know it anywhere. I do not see it anywhere. This is 20 years of experience. Module 3 is putting the boots on the ground. So you've understood in Module 1 and Module 2 basically how things work. Oh, man, it's a lot easier than you thought, you're going to find. But Module 3, we're going to start to put it into action. Now, there is something in this module which is really the key to the success of many, and I would say largely the majority of artists today, and that's developing your own niche and expanding and creating your own universe. This is essential, and this is a game changer in your results. So if you're just following what someone else does, you're going to fall short of that. If you're just doing what someone else is asking you, whether that be the art society, the art show, the gallery, they want this kind of painting, they want this kind of price point, they want this sort of dimension, you're going to be missing the point here as well. And there you're constantly running behind the train, all right, to catch up. And you never will. You just get exhausted. So the best way for an artist to work is to develop the skills that I've given you in module 1 and module 2, to develop your own universe, your own identity, your future artistic path. And doing this changes everything. This is where artistic freedom comes from. You can change countries. You can work in different economies to stabilize your income. You can develop your income in different areas, your visibility in different countries so easily today. And today there's been, I think, no other time as important to do that as today. Expanding, working on the local environment and working on the international environment in a direction which is yours, which is logical for you, where you want to go, and where you are going to become so fine-tuned and focused, creating your niche, that you can actually develop that really far. That niche will evolve and change over time, but you're going to be able to go a lot further than if you're trying to diversify, just putting 2 paintings here, 1 painting there, 3 paintings over there, going around in circles and getting exhausted at the same time. Okay, burnout is a real thing for many artists. Module 4 takes things to another level. This is project development. This is actually not just the path that you're on. We actually create different projects along that path to make sure that you get there. These little projects, which sometimes are bigger than what anyone thought they were capable of doing. That could be creating a solo show. That could be creating paintings that can go in a particular exhibition, one that you've been eyeing off for ages. That could be setting up your first courses. That could be filling them up. Getting little projects done that are aligned with your bigger goal and getting them not just done, but moving forward will actually ensure that you get to your project, you get to your bigger goal. All right. So project development, make sure that you move. This is a huge part of the actual success, because if you're basically just thinking that you're going to watch the course, you're going to listen to the course, and just by understanding the knowledge that you're going to improve what you're doing, I would like to say that that would be great, but it's not really the case. This course is for people who want results. This course is for people who want change and want to be able to take their own artistic career into their own hands, because you're going to have to change stuff. If you repeat the stuff that you're already doing, you're just going to get the same results that you've already got. So in order to get different results, but results that you understand, that you want, that you've planned, you're going to have to take action and the adapted action to get there. Option 1, you get the 4 modules. All right, you get the 4 modules that I've just explained. You also get a toolbox, and in this toolbox you have 4 videos. In these 4 videos, how to take better photos of your paintings. You do not need a professional photographer. You can do a great job on your own, and you can do a better job than most people are doing today. How to better frame your paintings, understanding how to better frame your paintings. You don't necessarily need to go straight to a framer. You can frame them yourself. You can buy good quality frames and then frame your paintings yourself and learn how to make them not buckle under the mount board. That's a big thing. Confidence is another one. There's another video on confidence, because everything about your art comes down to your confidence. Your confidence is a big deal, and gaining confidence, whether that be in selling your paintings, whether that be in getting selected into different competitions or exhibitions, filling up your courses, whatever, will give you confidence. Confidence comes from experience. When you do something and it works, you get positive feedback. It gives you confidence to do what? Go out and do something else that you weren't planning on doing or that you was frightened of. And then when that works, you've gained experience, you've gained that positive feedback, and boom, you're up again with your confidence levels. The majority of the artists that I see that do not start, it's because they have a confidence issue. I'm not yet ready. I'll do it in 6 months, when my technique's better, when the market's better, when whatever. And constantly that pushes it down the road. Why? Because you will always find an excuse, meaning that you'll never be perfectly happy with your paintings. So don't wait to be perfectly happy with your paintings. And the economy is always going to change and things are always going to happen. So understanding that you have the biggest market now, we have the best position now with the fact that we have social media and we have all the tools that we need that are free we can do a bigger effect already now. Okay, so this is a big part of it. The fourth video actually comes down to the weaknesses and solutions that you have in your paintings, meaning that this video that I have helps you work through different problems, tonal values, color, composition, structure, all the different issues that we may have in our paintings, so that whilst you're improving your visibility, making sure that you're getting better sales, better exhibition results, your paintings are also actually improving. That's a big one, because you don't want to be stuck with the results because you've left little things in your paintings that you could easily improve on. That's option one. Okay, you get all of that. You can work through that at your own pace. There is so much content in there, and it is so easy to follow. Now, option two goes a little bit further, specifically for raising the level of your paintings. So I've put together some courses that I've given. I've actually chosen the ones that I feel are very specific to the majority of the problems that I see as a juror or as a curator. I see things that people are still not understanding or not perfecting, and these series of videos definitely focus on these to help you unblock these aspects, to raise the level of your paintings on a very profound, fundamental way. All right. This goes a lot further into the improvement of your paintings. Option three is a completely different kettle of fish. Option three is for the people who are very driven, who want results, who are focused, and they want the results fast. Option three gives you the entire content of option one and option two. Okay, you get all of those courses, the toolbox and the extra videos. You get all of that. But you also get 4 weeks with me in a small group where we actually work on your questions, your solutions, your projects, your hesitations, the reason why you're stuck, the reasons why you need to change certain things, and I'll go through all of these things with you to unblock the situation to get you in a very short period of time results. Okay, this is everything on steroids. This is where we actually get in just a few weeks your results moving, because the majority of artists today are stuck for reasons that they should not be stuck for. The majority of the time, artists are stuck, like I was saying, through confidence, just not understanding how to navigate the watercolor scene, not understanding basically what markets are, not understanding how to develop their own market. So they're constantly being dictated to by the gallery, the watercolor society, the local art market, even their customers. Oh, I love it when you paint flowers. I don't like your landscape so much. So what? You go out and just keep painting flowers. And then what happens? You no longer want to paint flowers, and you don't sell so well after. So all these things can be avoided. And I think beyond anything, there is no limit to your evolution, and there is nothing better to feel that you're getting closer and closer to whatever it is that you're actually wanting with your art, because your art comes back to you. So it's not just your art we're talking about. This changes people's lives. It changes their income. It changes their confidence levels. This is a course that I've done, honestly, for 20 years. And it's a massive game changer for the person who hesitates, who doubts, and the person who wants the extra income, the person who wants to develop and basically become the best artist in the world. There are no limits. So I shall say, it is with pleasure that I finally put all this together, and I love this course. So I will say I look forward to seeing you, particularly if you're working in option three, because I will definitely be working directly with you. Happy painting in the meantime. I'll see you soon.